First of all, thanks for having me. I think that we need to realize that the mobile network operators around the world, they have been spending a lot of money building all the infrastructure so people can have access to services around, right? So what is Aduna? Basically, what the carriers are building is a joint venture together with Ericsson to help them monetize, to help accelerate the access to network capabilities. So the carriers, they have realized that the networks hide a lot of information, a lot of data that they can monetize, data about location, data about subscribers. That data can be made available to enterprises so they can innovate, right? They can fight against fraud. They can fight against basically different actors in the industry. And what Aduna is here to do basically is trying to accelerate the go-to-market of these new network APIs that are under this Camara standard, which was created basically to accelerate and to be able to reach the mass market much faster than the last service that it has been really successful around the world, that was SMS, right? So if we look around, what the telcos are saying or are seeing around the world is we need to cooperate in a different instance so we can make these capabilities available to different enterprises through platform partners like Infobip, basically to reach the mass market. That's the role of Aduna, try to evangelize and try to accelerate the adoption of that network capability that resides on the telco network.
So you put the joint venture together. Was there a particular use case? What is it for the enterprise here that's at Enterprise Connect? Why would they care about it?
I think that I can start, and then Infobip is basically the expert looking into that part of the business, right? So what we see is a lot of emphasis on especially on the security side, right? So enterprises on the banking and financial industry and insurance as well, or maybe in e-commerce, they see a lot of fraud happening today, right? So people, it's basically dedicating their lives to impersonate profiles. So they are stealing your personas and they are trying to pretend that they are who they not really are, and they are committing fraud. So you will see some APIs that are basically standardized under Camara that will help fight these type of use cases, right? So all of a sudden, a bank, for example, they will be able to understand if a subscriber is roaming in a specific city, so they can authorize a payment, or they will be able to understand if there was a SIM swap in their mobile phone. So at the end of the day, they can accept the transaction or they can reject the transaction. Or other APIs like Know Your Customer, so that can help contact centers to understand what is basically who is the user and what is the profile of the user that is behind the line.